Love my bumpers and blessed family. For those of you that have been here, my current subscribers, welcome back. I love you and I appreciate you all. Thank you for being on this journey. I'm sorry you know this nightmare. For anyone new here, welcome to the family. Please make sure you subscribe. Hit the bell so you know when I put new videos out. I try to do it every Sunday. I'm sorry you know this nightmare, and we're in this together. We're all navigating this path of recovery, and we're doing it. My name is Michelle. I am the tried and true black sheep from a narcissistic unit. My mother was the primary narcissist. My father was the henchman, enabler, and older brother, flying monkey, golden boy. And I'm no contact with any of them. In fact, the entire extended unit, I don't have contact with anyone. Anyway, you guys, this is so weird. It's like a weird video. I've thought about it and I hate that I'm not being consistent and coming out with. Lately, I haven't been coming out with videos on Sundays because, truthfully, like, full disclosure, my health is not awesome. I don't know. I don't speak about it because I'm not trying to elicit sympathy or anything like that. But the physical repercussions of emotional, mental, psychological trauma are extremely valid. If you're suffering, I'm so sorry. It's a nightmare. That's all I can say. It's a nightmare. I've been doing my best, and I care so much about our community, legitimately. Again, if you've been with me on this journey, you know that I've just kind of been navigating things as I go. Not like a YouTube dynamo or expert or anything like that. I know there's people that come at this like hot and heavy, and they're like offering programs, all that kind of stuff. I'm not. That's not me. I have my background in psychology. I have my master's, bachelor's and all that. So I'm in a unique position where I figured this is a wonderful forum to, once I figured out about narcissistic abuse, all I wanted to do was help other people because it's brutal, like being in this position, where you're being gaslighted all the time, told you're crazy, and it's bound to impact you. You internalize things. When everyone tells you that you're dead, you tend to lie down. Everyone, is that how it goes? I don't know. I love that phrase. But, the end of the day, I just feel like I am in this unique position where I have the, time, attention to dedicate to this awesome community. Wait, I have merch. I just was able to put my merch in the merch shelf below. And again, like I'm saying, you guys, I'm not a total rookie. I did not know what I was doing when I started all this stuff in 2019. I just knew that I wanted to help fellow victims, and I am so proud of our community. If you haven't noticed, when you comment, I'm always reading and responding to your comments, and I love when you support each other. That means so much to me. This is everything, and along this journey, I have learned, unfortunately, that we're the exception, right? We're not the norm. And that's hard for people like us to accept. You want to see people in the most positive way. You want to believe that there's good in everyone. You want to actually cultivate it yourself. That's why these losers got away with what they did for as long as they did. You know, we were hanging on to hope. But, yeah, it's a hard truth that I've had to come to accept. I don't like to admit it. I don't even like to acknowledge it. But yeah, the majority of people out there in this world are egocentric, just out to protect themselves and to forward themselves. So we got to stick together. But when I took a narcissistic abuse recovery coaching class back in 2019 when I started this whole thing. And I couldn't go that route. That's just me. You know, I was like, you know what? We're all in this together. I just want to make whatever I know accessible to you all, people that need it. I just want to put this stuff out there. It's an honor. It's a privilege to be able to do that and to be a part of your healing journey. You know, I've come so far since 2019 when I started this whole thing. No contact with any of them. You know, Joe, my husband, just left a note for the toxic duo last time they came to our home to harass us, leaving gifts for our kids. You know, like, enough is enough. So thankfully, great update, we haven't heard anything. So that's wonderful. Yeah, if we need to get the law involved, done. We'll do it. Your peace is everything. Your peace, your serenity, your safe place, protect it with everything, and your people, your real family. That's something I'm super grateful for as well. Like, I'm 42 years old, and gosh, I am so madly in love with my husband and our beautiful children, and I love the way that Joe and I are, like, our relationships with our kids. Like, our family is everything. And, like, we have that communication, like, that unconditional love. You know, we're able to give them everything we didn't have growing up. I am. And, like, Joe had a great mom, but his dad was a piece of garbage that took off on him, and his mom and his brother. But, you know, my home was just barren of, like, all things nurturing and loving. It was just as cold and awkward as it could be. You know, there was no affinity. And anyway, so, like, my whole person, I feel like there's so much just unkind, like, malicious actions out there in this world. I feel like life is hard, you know? I feel we are all traumatized in some way, shape, or form. Every single one of us. Even if people had a good upbringing, you know, like, maybe they had a pet that passed away, or a wonderful grandmother or grandfather that passed away, you know, like, that's inevitable. Our mortality is inevitable. It's just a part of life. So life is heavy enough. I just want to bring compassion and support however I can in whatever capacity. That's what led me to start this channel. And again, like I said, I want to hug you all. I'm sorry that you endured this nightmare of narcissistic abuse. These are people that we loved and trusted. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm getting, like, all over the place. I'm not a professional, like, with technology or anything like that. When I first started doing these videos, I didn't even know how to edit them. I remember one time I had to stop a video because Gino was barking, and I was like, what am I going to do? I couldn't figure out how to, like, thread them together. Come a long way. Like, so I've been teaching myself everything, so that's exciting. Behind the scenes, I've been trying to save, like, my desktop computer, like, old school. I love it so much. It's got all my stuff on there. So again, I'm not, like, a tech savvy person. So that's what I've been doing behind the scenes. And I've also been working on some projects in this realm, and I'm spreading myself too thin, I guess, right now. I'm not, like, again, like I said, I'm not, like, a full-time YouTuber any of that kind of stuff. Like, God bless those people that do that, but that's just not me. I do this. It's my passion project. I have a book coming out. I mean, gosh, it's been like forever, but hopefully it'll be out like within the next month or so. So that's exciting. That's the kind of thing, like, I want to make things available to you guys. I don't want you to have to spend money. It's your choice. You know what I mean? Like, I provide whatever information I can on YouTube. That was something that I learned in this coaching class. Like, YouTube, like, you can make money off of it from advertisers and stuff. No, YouTube is free to people. I love that. I loved that idea. Like, as opposed to, like, coaching and charging people and stuff. So that's where I come from. What else did I want to say? I don't know, I'm so blessed. I mean, shoot, I've had my share of tragedy and whatnot, but, you know, and I wanted to say this as well. You know, like, people are like, oh, you know, I don't want to say this to you because obviously I'm disabled and we lost our son to brain cancer. That was agonizing. You know, sometimes, like, people, oh, I don't want to say that to you, you know, like, you've been through enough. I never quantify or compare people's hardships or tribulations. Like, something that seems mundane to me or anyone else is not. It could be the whole world for someone else. So I empathize with our hardships, with our adversities and everything. What I'm saying, it's not my swan song. I'm just saying I have to, like, dial it down right now. I'm not able to, like, consistently put out videos every week like I want to, but I am working on a website. I'll let you guys know when, like, I feel good about it and I put it up. Like, I want it to be a forum for our community so we could all talk to each other, support each other, swap war stories, all that kind of stuff, because that was so instrumental for me in my healing. Like, just, like, discovering other people out there that have been through this nightmare. Like, I'm not alone. It's not me. I'm not the crazy one. So I just want to make a website, like, so that we can speak to each other. Like, you don't have to be on social media or Facebook or Instagram or any of that stuff. You just go to the website and we can comment and talk to each other. That's another thing, social media, so I'll get into that. I was a social media rookie. Like, the only thing I started was Instagram for this because I feel so passionate about it. But that was my first attempt at social media because way back in 2005, when the loser narc that I was dating, engaged to, whatever, when he discarded, he had just, like, that's when MySpace came out way back then. For anyone who knows, remembers, MySpace had come out. And he was, like, consumed by it. Like, he was taking pictures of himself when we were on vacation together. You know, like, just so narky. Social media is so a playground for narcissists. It's like their ideal, like, forum. Like, you know, they get to portray themselves exactly how they want. They get to hide all their garbage. It's like, you know, when you clean up a room and you shove all the mess into a closet or something. That's like social media for narcs. It's like, oh, look at how great my life is. Everything's so perfect. And meanwhile, back there, they hide all of the reality of, like, what pieces of garbage they are. So I'm not a fan of social media, but shoot, like, I started the Instagram, and like I said, I'm just so grateful. This is such a blessing to have this community, this support for one another. And so if you're not on Instagram or whatever, I'm gonna come out with the website. But if you are on Instagram, check it out. Like, come follow me on the gram. I'm bumped, bruised, and blessed over there, you know? But yeah, I don't put my personal stuff out there because, no, like, I don't want anything to do with these narky people that have caused so much, like, grief in my life. But we're so blessed, you guys. I love you all so sincerely. I have so many topics generated by you guys that I want to cover. My body's like not letting me do all the things I want to do. I love that show. Joe and I watched that show, 600-Pound Life on TLC. It hasn't been on in forever, but one of the episodes that sticks with me, it was a female named Bianca and her boyfriend, husband, whatever, Romando. They were so adorable in the beginning. Unfortunately, they broke up. But he said she is like a Arabian horse trapped in the body of an elephant. Like that, I feel like that. I relate to that joke so much. So many levels. Like, even though I don't have the weight issue, I mean, shoot, the physical, limitations and stuff. Yeah. So I've just been so tired and everything. And you know what? You're always supposed to say, I'm healing. That's my body healing. That's what your body does. When you're healing, you just get exhausted. It takes all your resources and stuff, right? So I'm healing. That's what I'm doing. I love you all. So please, if you're subscribed, make sure you hit the bell so that you know when I put new stuff up. I'm a small channel, so I'm not just gonna like pop up in your feed like promoted by YouTube. I'm not like, I was never good with any of those algorithms or stuff like that. It's not why I do this. I do this because I genuinely, sincerely care about everyone in this community. We've been through it, man, and nobody understands like we do. So I think that's it for now. Check out my links below. Check out my merch. Like I said, even with my merch, I price it as inexpensively as possible because I'm just proud. Like, I just feel like this I feel like it's like our badge of honor, and it says it all. We've been through it. We've been through some difficult stuff, but you know what? We're not them, so we're blessed. Beyond everything else, we're blessed. And part of my story, again, thank God the loser narc like discarded me, and I'm married to my amazing husband, my best friend. He's like man of my dreams. I'm blessed in that way, so that's why I do this as well. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful, very blessed. But if you don't pay attention to your health, you'll be forced to deal with your illness. That's me, right? I'm just not very good at taking care of myself, and we all need to prioritize ourselves and our well-beings. I said 2023, it's all about me, right? I'm saying that for our community, like it's all about you. So take care of yourself. I should take my own advice. So that's what I'm trying to do. I love you all. It's not my swan song. Not saying goodbye. I will be back. I just have to take it down for a little bit, I guess. Working on my website. My book's going to come out. So awesome things in the works. I love you all. Thank you guys for being here.